Am I the only carnivore that struggles with this so much? I've never really seen anyone else talk about this, and I get why. It's really difficult for me to just sit here and open up about it. I'm 100% convinced that carnivore is the right diet for me. I have a list of health things that it's helped me with just on the surface. It helped me regulate my blood pressure, helped make me more energetic, have less pain in my joints, stop snoring, sleep deeper, and, wake up feeling more rested every morning. So I was thriving on carnivore, but then I got discouraged. Even though overall weight really doesn't matter compared to body composition, I still got discouraged when I weighed myself and realized I had plateaued. I hadn't lost anything in 5 weeks. And I know some of the medications I'm on have something to do with that. But anyway, eventually I fell off the wagon. I felt ashamed about it. And that's the reason I'm making this video. A lot of people have asked me why I stopped making carnivore videos. The truth is, I've been struggling to get back on the wagon and ashamed. I didn't want to come back with bad news. So I want to explore that a little bit today, that struggle committing to anything like this. But the reason why is because when I go out there and watch the carnivore community, I honestly feel kind of alone because I don't see anyone else talking about struggling so much. Everyone else seems like they're doing really well, almost perfect with their diets, and I'm sitting here really struggling to stay consistent because it's such a contrast from the typical lifestyle of all my friends and all my family. And when you go to get-togethers and stuff, it's really difficult. Now, I make all these excuses. It's this time of year. There's always a get-together, always festivities. I'm young. There's always an excuse that I can go to. But it makes me think, maybe I'm just weaker than everybody else. Maybe I just lack discipline that other people have. But the more I think about that, I know I have good self-discipline in other areas. I worked for the post office for almost 10 years. I was a good employee there for the most part. I've written and composed and recorded several albums worth of music, start to finish. I know I can be disciplined, even with very little reward for the work that I'm putting in. But when it comes to food, I have a serious addiction. I've struggled with eating disorders my whole life, and that's been... When it comes to food, I have I don't want to say very little self-control, but that's the way it feels. And food, it's one of the most powerful addictions you can have. If you're addicted to a drug, I don't know, cocaine or something, you get put in rehab. You're not allowed to take it while you're there, and then you never have to go back to that again. It's not on every shelf you go to in the grocery store. You don't need to take cocaine to survive. It's not a part of the building blocks of the human body that you need to take in every day. With food is that essential part of human life. So when you have an addiction to it and you have to eat it, you have to be exposed to it every single day, there's going to be mistakes, But I wondered if anyone else out there is struggling the same way I am. Because, like I said, when I go out to YouTube, I'm not hearing about it from anyone else in the carnivore community. And I would like to. It would be nice to see more than just success stories. Obviously, carnivore is the easiest diet ever to stick to. The food you get to eat is absolutely delicious. It makes you feel amazing. So it should be the easiest diet ever. But I still struggle to stick to it. I still struggle with consistency. But I'm not giving up. I've learned through a lot of trial and error in my life that, expecting absolute perfection from myself is obviously just setting myself up for failure. If I expect that from myself and then I do make a mistake, I lose respect for myself, and then when I don't respect myself, I don't care enough about myself to take care of myself, and then I just give up. Sounds like a really narcissistic sentence there. But, taking care of ourselves is super important to the ones who love us and who we love. We want to take care of them. I want to be here for as long as I can to take care of my family. I have a 10-month-old son. We are planning on trying to have another one next year. So, I need to take care of myself, and I need to have respect for myself to do that. The bottom line is I can't expect perfection from myself, and I don't want mistakes to take me out and make me give up, because I know I'll make them. But carnivore is my home base, my normal state of being. I'll always come back to it when I do make mistakes, and I need to be able to forgive myself when I fall off the wagon. So that's all I have today. That's all I was thinking. And I just want to know if anyone else can relate to this, because like I said, I just haven't seen anyone else talking about this.